Okay, so hello, grade 9. Welcome to lesson number 3. In this lesson, we will discuss a new and exciting topic, the Newton's third law of motion, or also known as the law of interaction. So, in other references, mga anak, it is known as the law of action, reaction. There is an action and there's a reaction. Okay, so hopefully before we discuss the last law of motion, marami na tayong natutunan about the law of inertia and the law of acceleration. Ano po? Ayan, so I am Sir Wawi, your ever curious science buddy. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe para lagi kayong updated sa ating mga science lessons. Let's get started. So like what I've said, ito na po yung ating last na law, the law of interaction by Sir Isaac Newton. So before we start, let's read the learning competency. Explain that when any two objects interact, there are equal but opposite forces exerted between them, which is evident in many practical situations and applications. Okay, for the second one, observe and identify action-reaction pairs in everyday situations, such as stepping off a boat or a book on a table, and draw force diagrams to explain how the pairs affect the motion of objects. Ayan po. See, for the learning objectives, state Newton's third law of motion, identify action-reaction forces in various scenarios, explain that when any two objects interact, there are equal but opposite forces exerted between them, illustrate the concept of equal and opposite forces between interacting objects through hands-on demonstrations and real-life situations. Draw simplified free body diagrams to explain how action-reaction pairs influence the motion of the objects in everyday situations, such as stepping off a boat or a book on a table. And then apply Newton's third law to define systems and solve problems of motion. Identify the difference between action-reaction pairs and net force that cause acceleration. Okay, so those are the objects. But to simplify that, we in this lesson we will just show different scenarios to explain and what do you call this? Explain and show how action reaction forces occurs. Okay, so titingnan lang natin yung or magbibigay lang ako ng iba't ibang mga scenarios and titingnan natin kung evident ba talaga yung sinasabing action reaction forces. Okay, for us to really understand the third law of motion. So wala naman ditong major what do you call this, major mga problems, wala po. Just understanding, or ang kailangan nyo lang dito is intindihin yung bawat scenario, ano yung meron sa mga scenario na ipapakita namin, or papakita ko rather. Okay, so before we begin, let's have a short review. Okay, review of course on inertia and acceleration using concept test. Okay, first one. So observe muna natin yung illustration. Ano? So ano yung nakikita natin? So before, meron tayong tablecloth. Okay, and then doon sa ating lamesa, may mga ano doon, may mga plates and glasses na nakapatong doon sa tablecloth. So, ang gagawin natin, okay, it's a demonstration performed by waiter, okay, removing a tablecloth without moving the plates and glasses. Which of the following concepts best explains why the plates and glasses remain in the same position? Ano daw yung konsepto na nagpapaliwanag dito sa sitwasyon na 'to na before tablecloth is quickly pulled. Hinila ng sobrang bilis yung ating tablecloth. Pagkahila ng tablecloth, yung ating mga glasses and plates nandun pa din sa table. Hindi sila nalaglag or nabasag. Bakit? Okay. So this is the follow-up question. Which of the following concepts best explains why the plates and glasses remain in the same position? Ano yung pinaka um or ano yung statement na nagpapaliwanag doon sa situation? Letter A. An object at rest will remain at rest unless acted upon by an external force. Letter B. Okay. An object in motion will stay in motion and travel in straight line as long as no external forces acts on it. Or letter C, the acceleration of an object is directly proportional to the magnitude, okay, of the net force acting on it and is inversely proportional to its mass? Or D, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction? What is your answer? So observe natin mga anak yung ating mga plates and glasses. Gumagalaw ba yon? Hindi po. Ano? So at rest. So ano yung pwede nating ibigay na paliwanag doon? It's letter A. An object at rest will remain at rest unless acted by an external force. Meron ba tayong inexert na external force doon sa mga plates and glasses? Wala naman, di ba? Sir, hinila po yung tablecloth eh. Okay, so, bakit hindi gumalaw? Though may force ka nga na in-apply dun sa tablecloth, pero yung mga plates remain at rest pa din. Bakit? Okay, so ito yung paliwanag mga anak. So the plates and glasses, tandaan na natin, the plates and glasses remain. Okay, remain almost in the same position. Nakatigil sila, ano? In the same position because of inertia. Okay, because of the inertia. So when the tablecloth, nung hinila natin, when the tablecloth is pulled quickly, nung hinila mo siya ng mabilis, only a small force acts on the dishes. Napakaliit lamang na porsyento ng puwersa yung napunta dun sa mga dishes or dun sa glass and plates in a very short period of time. So they tend to stay at rest. Okay, kumbaga mga anak, doon sa sitwasyon natin, okay, dahil sa sobrang bilis ng paghila mo doon sa cloth or doon sa mantel, super konti lang or kaunting pwersa lamang yung nailagay natin or naipasa doon sa mga plato at baso. Kaya hindi sila gaanong gumalaw. Okay. So, yun yung nagpapaliwanag doon sa situation. Okay, so now proceed on the next situation. Second, a ball is hung inside a closed van. So, nasa loob yan ha. Pinaano lang, kunyari kita natin. Okay, so, a ball is hung inside a closed van moving at a constant speed on a straight road. Meron daw bola sa loob ng van or doon sa sasakyan na nakabitin. Okay, pero yung sasakyan is gumagalaw or tumatakbo in a constant speed. Okay, constant speed, yung bilis ay hindi nagbabago. Okay. If the van suddenly stops, yun yung question. If the van suddenly stops, okay, which best illustrates the motion of the ball with respect to the floor of the van? Letter A, remain lang din, ganyan lang. Letter C, okay, papasaan yung direction ng ball to the right. Or letter B, to the left. Or yung letter D, biglang tumaas. Okay, ano yung pinaka-explanation diyan? Okay, ano yung ating sagot dyan? The ball will move, ano? The ball will move, pasaan ang direction? The ball will move forward. Okay, relative to the van when the van suddenly stops. Okay, syempre, yung direction ng van ay tuloy-tuloy. Okay, na straight path. Syempre, pag tumigil yon, okay, pasaan yung direction ng ball? Okay, papaunahan din, forward. Imagine mo anak, halimbawa, nakasakay na ba kayo ng sasakyan? Okay, and then biglang nag-break. Nag-break, ano? Biglang pinindot talaga, tinapakan yung brake, okay, ng sasakyan. And then, papasaan ang direction mo? Papalikod ba? Or papaunahan? Digat papaunahan tayo, natutulak din tayo pa unahan. So, the answer for this is the ball will move forward relative to the van when the van suddenly stops. So, the answer is letter C, ano? Okay. So, dito, before the stop, the ball and van are moving at the same speed. Okay, when the van stops suddenly, okay, syempre nung biglang tumigil yung van, the ball tends to continue moving forward due to inertia. Okay. So yun, bago huminto yung van, pareho yung bilis ng van at ng bola. Okay, kapag biglang huminto syempre nga yung van, okay, magpapatuloy pa rin yung paggalaw ng ball. Okay, pasulong doon sa inertia. Okay, kaya tila umabante. Tingnan natin, parang umabante. Kita natin umabante yung bola sa loob ng van. Okay, so yun po yun. Ano? Ayan. So next, two skaters pull and maneuver. Okay, similar to the top view of the diagram shown below. Okay, skater A rotates at a stationary point while skater B moves in a circle while holding hands with skater A. Okay, di ba tingnan natin, magka-hold or magkahawak yung kamay ng skater A and skater B. Okay, so ang tanong, what will be the initial path, okay, that skater B will take if skater accidentally lets go of his hand? Ano daw yung mangyayari pag bumitaw? Okay, or hindi naman totally intentional, aksidente lang na nakabitaw yung isa. What will happen? Okay, so anong sagot natin dyan? The answer for this will be letter A. Okay, bakit letter A daw? Okay, so ito yung explanation. When skater A lets go of skater's B's hand, the centripetal force, yung ating napag-aralan, syempre umiikot yun, ano, nung grade 8, the centripetal force that keeps skater B moving in circle is removed. Okay, nung magkahawak sila ng kamay, yung ikot nila in sync. Okay, pabilog. Okay, walang naka hindrance doon sa kanilang galaw. Okay, pero nung binitawan, okay, nung binitawan, skater A, accidentally, yung hand, okay, ni skater B. Okay, so ano yung mangyayari daw? Okay, sabi dito, when skater A lets go of skater B's hand, syempre the centripetal force that keeps skater B moving in a circle is removed. Na-remove na yung centripetal force, okay, that keeps them move in circle. Okay, so according to Newton's first law of motion, ang sinasabi dito, an object in motion, okay, an object in motion continues moving in a straight line, okay, unless acted upon by another force. Okay, so therefore, doon sa ating situation, skater B will move in a straight line tangent to the circle at the point where the hand is released. Okay, imagine mo anak, magkahawa kayo ng kaklase mo ng kamay, tapos umiikot kayo. Okay, umiikot kayo. Magkahawak, medyo yung parsa ay malakas din. Tapos, biglang binitawan yung iyong kamay. Ikaw ba'y iikot pa din? Hindi na. Okay, pagkabitaw nung sa kamay mo, ikaw ay mapupunta straight doon sa direction kung saan ka binitawan. Tangent. Ang tawag doon is tangent to the circle. Just like this one. Okay, tingnan natin yung letter A illustration. Dito siya bumitaw, pero yung direction pa din ng skater, okay, skater B is straight. Papa, okay, papa, tuwid. Okay, kung saan siya banda na bitawan. Okay, so dito, um, doon sa ating Newton's law of motion, sabi doon is, di ba ang sabi doon is, kapag ang bagay ay gumagalaw, tuloy-tuloy ang galaw niyan kung walang pipigil or kung walang pipigil na puwersa doon. Kaya doon sa atin, si skater B ay gagalaw ng tuwid doon sa direction, tangent sa bilog, sa mismong oras na siya ay binitawan. Nai-imagine niyo yung anak, mga anak yung aking dine-demonstrate na kapag kayo magkahawak, umiikot kayo, tapos biglang binitawan ka, hindi ka tutuloy ng ikot. Okay, ikaw ay magta-travel straight, okay, straight doon sa path kung saan ka binitawan ng oras na yon. At ang tawag doon ay tangent to the circle kasi diga ang galaw ninyo ay pabilog. Okay. Next, the diagram below shows for, actually ito pwede yung i-drawing sa mga teacher, pwedeng i-drawing din sa board or pwede rin ipagawa. Okay, ipa-demonstrate. Pero delikado din ano. Ayan, the diagram below shows four forces acting on a sack on top of a table. What is the resultant force? Okay, what is the acceleration if the mass of sack is 10 kilogram? Okay, so tingnan natin yung diagram. Yung ating sack ay nasa taas ng lamesa. Okay, nasa taas po siya ng lamesa. Gumagalaw? Hindi. Hindi po siya gumagalaw. Okay, nakatigil lang po yung ating sack sa taas ng table. Okay, ang tanong is, what is the resultant force? Okay, syempre dito, ang resultant force is the sum of all forces. Okay, kumbaga tinatanong dyan is yung ating net force, what the sum of all forces acting on the object. But in this case, wala tayong makukuhang net force. Okay, kasi nga, it's a balance. Balance yan, hindi yan gumagalaw. So, ibig sabihin, ang net force during this time is 0. Okay. So, di ba? Okay, what is the acceleration if the mass of a sack is 10 kilogram? So, sige, since hindi gumagalaw yung ating sack, okay, and then ang tinatanong naman ay acceleration, paano natin kukunin yung formula? Okay, yung formula niyan. or paano natin kukunin yung sagot? What is the formula for acceleration? Di ba ang formula is acceleration is equal to net force over mass. Okay. So, meron kayang acceleration dyan? Okay. Wala din. Zero. Gumagalaw ba yung ating sack? Hindi. Okay, kahit pa natin isolve yan using the formula, acceleration is equal to net force over mass. Sige, acceleration equal, ano ang net force? Zero. Divided by 10 kilogram, the value of mass. O diga, zero pa din yung acceleration. Okay, kasi nga, hindi gumagalaw yung sack. Okay. Tandaan natin na kapag hindi gumagalaw, it's very clear na walang acceleration. Paano nga natin nasasabing may acceleration? If it speeds up, slows down, or change direction. Okay. Kahit pa yan ay may mass. Next, okay, proceed tayo sa activity number 1. Okay, so in activity number 1, identifying action-reaction pairs. At the end of the interactive lecture discussion, the students should be able to identify action-reaction pairs and explain how reaction forces are responsible for the acceleration of the object that applied the action. So, meron tayong image for a walking girl, moving car, and lunch rocket. Okay, so dito, ask the students what forces are involved in the following scenario. They may draw a free body diagram to illustrate and then ask them what force or forces enables the objects to accelerate in the different scenarios and then identified below. Ano? Okay, so ito. Identify and describe the forces acting in each scenario by drawing a free body diagram, then determine which forces cause the object to accelerate. So, mga anak kayo yung magdodraw ng free body diagram. Pwede nyo ipakita or pwede ipagawa ng mga teacher. Ito, ano. Okay, scenario 1. A woman walking forward. Okay, babae daw na naglalakad forward. Okay. So, dito po, ano kayo yung mga forces na meron dyan? Okay. Pwede nyo munang isulat. Ano kaya yung mga forces na present dyan? Okay, a woman walking forward. So, dito, ayan. So, dito po, ito yung mga forces na involved diyan. So, may gravity. Lagi namang may gravity. And we all know that gravity is a downward force. So, force, rather. Okay, so, pwede tayong gumamit dito ng arrow down. Okay, arrow down. And then si teacher or yung ating woman is yung ano nga ang pwede nating drawing dyan? A dot. Okay, a dot represents the object. So, a dot and then a downward arrow. That's the gravity. Normal force, pataas. Okay? And then, ano pa yung mga forces? Okay, friction, forward. Ano? And then, air resistance, backward. Okay, so yun po yung mga possible na forces na involved in the scenario. So, force causing acceleration. So, friction between her feet and the ground pushes her forward. Okay, so yun po yung ating explanation doon. Ano? Next. Scenario 2, a car cruising the highway. So, forces involved, syempre may gravity dyan, downward, normal force, upward din, engine force, basaan forward, air resistance and friction, backward. So, possible in this case, mas mahaba yung arrow ng engine force, which is forward, at mas maikli naman yung arrow ng air resistance and friction. Okay, next. Scenario number 3, launch rocket. Okay, launch rocket. So, ito yung mga forces na involved. We have gravity of force, a downward force. And then yung thrust force, upward. Papa-upward force yon. Air resistance, downward force, the opposite. Okay. And then, okay, force causing acceleration. So, ito yung nagkukos ng acceleration diyan sa rocket. Thrust from the rocket, engines pushing upward. Okay. So, dito, mas mahaba yung ating thrust force dito kasi it's unbalanced. Okay. And then, mas maikli naman yung ating downward force na air resistance. Okay. So, yun yung free body diagram diyan. So, is it possible for the girl to walk if the ground is perfectly smooth? What enables the girl to move forward? Is it due to the force the girl exert on the ground? Explain. Okay, so ano kaya? Is it possible na makalakad kaya si ate girl nyo? Okay, if the ground is perfectly smooth. Ayan. Okay. So the answer is no. Ano? No, the girl cannot walk if the ground is perfectly smooth. Okay, with or no friction. She moves forward because she pushes the ground backward. Okay, and the ground exert a reaction force, which is the friction that pushes her forward. Okay, so tingnan nyo mga anak. Tayo naglalakad, yung paa mo daw, okay, ang paa mo daw nag-exert, okay, ng force doon. Okay, doon saan? Sa ground. And yung ground, nag-exert naman ng force sa kanya, which is yung friction. Okay, may action yung kanyang pag-exert ng force sa ground, may reaction yung ground nag-exert ng force sa kanya. Kaya siya ay lakad. Okay, dalawang force na equal. Okay, next. What enables the car to move forward? Can the car move forward if the road is perfectly smooth? Gagalaw kaya yung car kapag sobrang smooth nung ating road? Okay? The car moves forward because the tires push. Okay, yung ating gulong or the tire push the road backward. Tinutulak niya pa likod yung road. And the road provides a forward friction force. So, pag perfectly smooth yung ating road, no, the car cannot move on a perfectly smooth road due to lack of friction. Ay di walang, what do you call this, walang force na pabalik sa kanya. Hindi siya makakagalaw kasi yung tire, okay, it pushes the road backward. Eh kung walang friction, ano yung force na matutulak sa kanya forward? Wala. Okay. What force allowed the rocket to move upward? What do you think is the use of the fire and smoke found at the bottom part of the rocket? So dito, the rocket moves upward due to the thrust force. Yung thrust force, pataas. The fire and smoke are gases pushed downward. Okay, creating an equal and opposite reaction force. Okay, so that pushes the rocket upward. 'Di ka naglalabas ng usok yung ate. Hindi naman yun basta-basta usok lang eh. It's a force din. A force downward. Okay. And then, may force downward. Ang effect noon, may force din na upward, which is the thrust force. Kaya nakakalipad pataas ang rocket. Okay. How do you think this is related to a rocket launch by NASA to carry satellites in outer space? So this is explained by Newton's third law of motion, which is for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Okay, so NASA rockets use this principle to launch satellites into a space. Okay, so before we continue, I will give you a simple, okay, example. Pag ang tasa nakalagay sa or yung baso nakalagay rather sa table, equal ba yung force? Yes. May action-reaction din ba doon? Yes. Okay, ano yung action-reaction doon ng pwersa? May upward, may downward force. Action-reaction. Okay, para sa clear pa din. Okay, yung ating another example. Ikaw ay may what do you call this? Karga-karga na kahon. Nilagay mo yung kahon or box sa iyong balikat. May action-reaction ba yon? Meron. Okay. Yung force na galing sa iyong balikat, pataas. Okay. And then yung force na galing sa kahon, pababa. Action, reaction. Okay. Another, ibon. Kaya nakakalipad sila. May action-reaction din yon. Yung kanilang pag-flap ng wings. Pag-flap ng wings pababa, downward. Okay, downward force yon. Nag-flap sila ng wings, saan? Sa air. Yung air, nakasalubong nila, pasaan yung force? Pataas. Okay, upward. Yung kailang wings, pababa yung flap. Okay, and then the air, upward. Okay, kaya sila nakakalipad. Okay. So, action and reaction forces always come in pairs, equal in size and opposite in direction. Equal in size, pero lagi silang opposite in direction. That's the Newton's third law of motion. Okay? Acceleration happens because of the reaction force acting on the object. So, motion requires interaction between object. Example, friction or thrust must be present. Okay, so sige. Activity number 2. Okay, actually activity number 2 is about um unlocking content vocabulary. vocabulary. Okay, so dito sa ating content vocabulary, okay, magpa-flash lang ako ng mga words. Show the flash word to the students. Ask them to give three related words and guide them to connect these words to form a clear definition of the given term. So, dito muna, action. So, tatanungin ko kayo, ano yung mga tatlong word na naiisip ninyo kapag narinig natin yung word na action? Okay, sige. Let's say push, di ba? Force and motion. Okay, let's create a definition for this. So, the force exerted by one body on another, that's the action. Okay, in this context in our topic, action is the force exerted by one body on another. Halimbawa, sinuntok kita. May action. That's the action. Sinuntok kita sa panga. Okay? Ikaw ay, yung aking kamay nag-exert ng force sa panga mo. Pero yung panga mo, nag-exert din ng force sa aking kamay. Nasaktan ba ako? Yes. Yun yung evidence na yung panga mo, nag-exert din ng force dun sa kamay ko. In every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Okay. Reaction. Ano naman yung reaction? Okay, sige. Opposite, response. Ito yung mga words. Rebound. So, when we say reaction, it is the force experience. Ito naman yung pwersa na na-experience by the body acting on another body. Halimbawa, okay, reaction, ano ba yung possible nating reaction? Okay, yung ating kotse. Yung kotse, halimbawa, may sasakyan, bumangga sa poste. Okay, yung poste tumumba. Okay, yung kotse, okay, tumalbog ng konti pa balik. Yung action, yung parsang ibinigay ng kotse dun sa poste, yung reaction, yung kotse nag-move backward. Yung impact. Okay, parang ganun. Reaction. Next, system. Objects, interaction, boundary. So dito, a collection of objects being considered together, often with a specific boundary or frame of reference. Okay, that's the system. Okay, pag sinabi na ng a system, it's like a group, a collection of objects, okay, being considered together. Internal force, inside interaction system. So when we say internal force, a force that originates from within the system and does not affect its motion. External force, outside influence environment. A force that originates from outside the system and affects its motion. Action-reaction pair, equal, opposite, force. A pair of forces simultaneously applied on two interacting objects. Okay, sige. Activity number 3, self-defeating fun car. Pwede nating ipagawa to sa mga bata if available yung mga materials. Pero skip na lang muna natin kung wala. Ayan, next. Pwede na natin itong skip kung wala din itong jet propulsion. Okay. Ito yung mga nakalagay sa LA activity. Okay, action, reaction. Okay, so dito magbibigay ako ng mga setup. Okay, it's action and to show action and reaction. So dito, identify action, reaction forces. Recognize that action and reaction are applied to two different objects and relate action and reaction forces to objects' mass and acceleration. Okay, sige. So dito muna mga skip natin to kasi hindi clear yung ating spring balance. Okay, so hindi clear yung numbers. Kung available naman sa school ninyo to, ay di pwede rin namang ipagawa. Okay, skip na lang muna natin yan. Okay, sige. So proceed tayo sa setup B. Okay, madali to. So in setup B, turn on the battery-powered car. Allow it to hit a small book that is standing position. Please see the image below. Okay, so battery-powered car ha. Baka meron namang madala and then a book. Okay, and then, anong gagawin natin? Allow it to hit a small book. Okay, kailangan banggain ng battery-powered car yung book. Sige. Okay na? Pagkatapos natin ng demonstration, what happened to the book when it was hit by the battery-operated car? Anong mangyayari kaya dun sa book? Did it move? If yes, what force made it move or accelerate? Where does the force come from? Okay. The book moved or fell when hit by the car. Siyempre, pag na-hit yun ng car, tutumba yung book. Okay, in the direction of the car. Hindi yung papunta sa car, hindi yung mababagsakan yung car ha, doon sa direction. Kumbaga, tutumba kung saan papunta yung car. It accelerated due to the force of impact from the car, which came from the car's motion, its kinetic energy. What happened to the car naman when it hit the book? Did it did it experience a force? Where does the force come from? Saan ang galing? Yung ating book kanina natumba because of the force that comes from the car. Pero yung car ba naggumalaw din nung na-hit niya yung book? Naka-experience din ba siya ng force? Okay, the car experience. Yes, the car experience a force as well. Meron. The force came from the book. Yung pwersa galing sa book. Pushing back on the car during the collision. Okay, yung force na galing sa car, yun yung naging dahilan kaya natumba yung book. Yung meron ding force na galing dun sa book, kaya yung car parang bumalik ng konti. In every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Force from the car, action, and then the force na in-applied na meron dun sa book kaya bumalik yung car, reaction. Okay. Can the car apply force without experiencing a reaction force? Okay. It's a no, ano. No, the car cannot apply force without also experiencing an equal and opposite reaction force from the object it hits. Okay, halimbawa, balikan ulit natin. Okay. Yung car, binangga niya yung poste. Okay. Napaka-imposibleng walang pwersang bumalik sa kanya, di ba? Okay. May puwersa yung katumbas. In every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Okay. Have Set up C. Have one of your groupmates sit on a movable chair. Hold a heavy bag and throw it to another groupmate. So let's say meron tayong movable chair. Okay. And then, ang gagawin niya, yung dapat yung paa ay hindi nakalapat sa ano ha, ating floor. Okay. Ay hahagis niya yung bag papunta sa isang classmate. Yung bag, nung naghagis siya ng bag, okay, yung bag papunta dun sa classmate forward, pero siya ay biglang okay, yung movable chair ay biglang gumulong pabalik. Okay, kitang-kita natin, in every action, there is an opposite and equal reaction. In which direction did you throw the bag? In which direction did the student sitting in a chair move? The bag moves in the direction it was thrown, doon kung saan niya tinapon, while the student in the chair moves in the opposite direction, patalikod. Okay. Next, what do the two moving objects, the bag and the student, tell you about the nature of forces? Okay, the two objects show that forces come in pairs and always act on different objects with equal and opposite effects. Okay, tatandaan natin. So, can force ever be applied to an object without the object applying back an opposite force? No. Siyempre, lagi ang sagot hindi no. Force cannot be applied without an equal and opposite reaction. Pag may action, laging may reaction. Okay, from the other object. So, hindi ko na to ipapaano para naman may challenge doon sa ibang mga teacher. Paano? Hindi ko na to i-flash. Okay, so proceed na tayo sa Activity 6. Understanding the law of action and reaction. Sige, consider the following situations. Mas madali natin itong magigets. You are sitting on a chair, a car parked on the ground, a textbook rest on the table. So, gagawa na tayo dito ng free body diagram. So, ito po, you are sitting on a chair. Okay. And then, a car park, and then a textbook. Lahat po ay at rest. Okay, nakaupo lang. So, dito, paano ba natin masasabing may reaction pairs? Dito, yung person exerts a downward force on the chair. Okay, tingnan natin. Downward force on the chair, while the chair exert an upward force on the person. Okay, may action, may reaction. Okay, equal and opposite reaction. Car park. Okay, the car exerts downward force on the ground and the ground exerts an upward force on the car. May action, may reaction. Equal, opposite reaction. Okay. Yung ating book sa table, the book exerts downward force on the table and the table exerts an upward force on the book. Okay, may action, may reaction. Equal and opposite reaction. Okay, so law of action reaction states that in every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Tatandaan natin. Okay. Okay, so let's draw an action-reaction pair. So identify under the forces involved in the interaction of two objects. Dapat may drawing materials tayo dito. Ano? Okay, so let's say scenario 1, a car hits an electric pole. Okay, car pushes the pole, ito yung sagot, and pole pushes the car. May action, may reaction. And then scenario 2, a bat hits a baseball. Bat pushes the ball, and the ball pushes the bat. May action, may reaction. A person sitting on a floor. A floor pushes the person upward, and the person pushes the floor downward. Ano? Okay. And then a candle is on the top of a table. Okay, table pushes the candle upward, and then candle pushes the table downward. Okay, what can you say about the magnitude and direction of the action and reaction forces? The action and reaction forces have equal magnitude but are opposite in direction. They are always occur in pairs and act on different objects. How do the action and reaction forces affect the state of motion of the two objects, the actor and the reactor? Okay, so the action and reaction forces do not cancel each other because they act on different objects. They affect the motion of each object. They affect, okay, they both affect rather the motion of each object separately, depending on other forces acting on them. Okay, so that's it. Hopefully, you learned something about law of interaction. Ito lang naman mga anak ay napakasimple. Like for example, a tug of war. Okay, may action, may reaction. Equal and opposite reaction. Ito yung dalawang pwersa na magkasalungat pero laging equal. Okay, ano? Magkasalungat sila kung either yung isa ay pakaliwa, yung isa naman ay pakanan, pero equal sila. Either yung isa ay pataas, yung isa ay pababa. Equal and opposite reaction. Okay, ikaw ay nakatayo lamang. Okay, may upward force. Okay, from the ground. Okay, ikaw naman, merong downward force na ibinabalik sa ground. Okay, yung mga bagay na nasa taas ng, let's say, table. Okay, may downward force, may upward force. Okay, so there is an action, there is a reaction. Equal and opposite reaction. That's the law of interaction. Thank you so much again, grade 9.